A very good afternoon to one and all. Suppose if we execute the following assignment statements like A equal to banana and B equal to banana, then the A and B both refer to a string banana. But by looking these two statements, we will not be able to know whether they refer to the same string or to the different string. What it means? Banana may be assigned to both A and B, but we are not sure that whether both A and B refer to the same string in a same memory location or not. There may be possibilities of referring to the same string with same memory location, or both A and B may refer to the string banana with different memory locations. As it says that there are two possible cases as shown below, like A pointer banana and B arrow mark banana. In first case, if you observe, both A and B refer to the content banana, but reference to the banana is not same. What I mean to say is, in this case, string banana for A is different, similarly for B is different. In second case, if you observe, both A and B refer to the string banana with same memory locations. Here we can say that both A and B refer to the same object, that is banana. Whereas in first case, we can say that both A and B is referring to the two different objects but that have the same value banana. In one case, A and B refer to the two different objects but that have the same value. In second case, they refer to the same object. So how we can check when variable A and B refer to the same object, when A and B refer to the different objects with same content banana? For that, as we have studied in our first module, is operator will help us to check whether two variables refer to the same object or not. To check this, we will say that A equal to banana, B equal to banana. Then using is operator, we will check whether the values of A and B are same or not. If I say A is B, if both A and B refer to the same object, then it refers or it returns true, otherwise it returns false. In above example, we are assuming that both A and B refers to the same object with value banana, hence we are seeing in an output console true. Similarly, if I take two objects A and B with values as a list, and if I say A equal to list values or list elements 1, 2, 3, similarly B value 1, 2, 3, as we have studied list operations and we also came to know that in our previous video, list is not pointing to the same memory locations. What I mean to say is, even though our variables or A and B have same element values, but these two lists are not stored in the same memory location. How we can say that? Again, by using is operator, we are saying that in an output it is showing false. that indicates that even though content of A and B are same, they are not pointing to the same object. By looking at this, we can say that when two objects are or when two variables are identical, they must have similar content. For having similar content, we can say that they are equivalent. In other case, we can say that when two objects or two variables can be said as they are identical, they must be equivalent. But vice versa is not true. Why? As we have seen in previous example, here A and B are equivalent because both the variables are having same list with elements 1, 2, 3, but they are not identical because they are not pointing to the same object. Hence we can say that even though two variables are equivalent, they may not or they may be identical, but we cannot always say that they are identical. But if these two are identical, then they must be equivalent. Aliasing. As we have seen in our film industry, whenever they are displaying names, most of the times we will see alternative name for characters and they will mention alias. Similarly in Python also, alias is nothing but an alternative name for the variable. In our below example, if I say A is of type list with elements 1, 2, 3, and if I say B equal to A, and when I check with is operator, if it returns true, then we will say that both A and B refer to the same list, that is 1, 2, 3. By this time, I can say that B is an alternative name for my original list A. If A refers to an object and we assign B equal to A, then both variables refer to the same object. The association of a variable with an object is called as a reference, and in this example we have seen two references to the same object. They are A and B. If an object is having more than one reference, then it has more than one name. So we say that object is aliased. And we also need to remember one thing. As we have studied, our list elements are modifiable. Whenever we can say that we can modify the values of list elements, then we can say that lists are mutable. So whenever we make changes to the original list, it is also affected to the aliased object or aliased variable. Reason behind that is, as we have stated, alias is nothing but an alternative name, and whenever we are doing that, always both the names or both the variables are pointing to the same memory location. Or we can also say that both the variables are identical. Hence, whatever changes we make to the original list, it is also applicable to the alias variable. Again, if I say A equal to list 1, 2, 3, after that if I say B equal to A, then if I make index value of 0 to the 17, like B of 0 equal to 17, this indicates that Whenever we are saying A equal to 1, 2, 3 and B equal to A, both A and B are referring to the same list with values 1, 2, 3, and I am overriding 0th index value by 17. Hence, now my list A is containing values 17, 2, 3. If I print either A or B, both will output same elements in an output, because both the variables referring to the same list. Explain list as function arguments. As we know that, or we have studied in C programming language, whenever we pass array as an argument to the function, always your function will be having a pointer to the first element of your array. Similarly, whenever I am passing list as an argument to a function, always pointer will be to the first element of your list. So when we pass a list to a function, the function gets reference to the list, and whenever we are modifying a list parameter, same changes will be seen in our driver code, and these changes will be seen by caller. For example, if I define user defined function delete head, which removes the first element from a list. To do that, if you observe user defined function delete head, which is taking parameter as a t, and here t is acting as a list variable, using my delete function, I am deleting first element of my list, which is passed to the function as an argument. In driver code, I am saying letters equal to ABC. Here letters is acting as a list which is having 3 elements A, B, C. When I call delete head, that is user defined function, and if I pass a list letters, it will delete first element of the letters. Hence, after delete underscore head function call, if I print letters, it will display only left out elements in letters. They are B, C. Yes, our user defined function deleted first element of a list, and in our case first element of list is A is deleted. The parameter t and the variable letters are aliases for the same object. Suppose in our next example, if we want to delete our elements using slice operator, always slice operator will extract the elements from your original list and it will assign to the newly created list. Hence, if you see user defined function definition bad underscore delete underscore head of t, and when I say t equal to t of 1 colon, as I have stated, slice operator always extract elements from the specified index from the original list, and it will create new list and it will copy extracted elements to the newly created list. Hence, this implementation is not suitable, or this is not the right way of implementation, because whatever values we have extracted, simply we assigned extracted values to t, but we have not modified our original list. Next example shows that if we want to do that, how we can do it. Here if you observe my tail function, that is user defined function or my own defined function, if you observe it is returning elements which are extracted from the list. Hence, when I pass in driver code letters to the user defined function tail, it will extract all the elements from first index to the till end of the index, and it return all the extracted elements, and extracted elements will be stored into the another list variable, that is rest. When I print rest, as it is extracted elements from first to the end, will be having B in first index and till end is C. B and C are returned from tail function, and same things are shown in an output. Difference between append and plus operator. See, one should understand what is difference between append and plus, even though whenever we are using both of them, we will use these operations to append values to the list. But there is a small difference between append and plus. What is the difference is, append function always append values to the list of the, whenever we are using append function, it modifies the same list, and operations that has plus create new list. Here what I mean to say is, whenever I am using append function to add elements, it will modify the original list. It is not going to create new list. It will insert or append the value in the same original list. Whereas whenever I am using plus operator, as we have studied, plus operator performs concatenation of two lists, and after performing concatenation, the result will be stored in another list. It means the plus operator creates new list to store the concatenated elements of two lists. That can be shown in below examples. If you observe T1 equal to 1 comma 2, that is nothing but T1 is a list which is having two elements 1 comma 2. And if you observe T2 equal to T1 dot append of 3, whatever modification the append function will do with respect to T1, it is applicable, or these modifications will be seen only in original list T1. Hence, 3 is appended to the original list T1. As we have studied in our earlier video, append function will not return anything, or return type of append function is void. Hence, in T2, it will store none. That's the reason whenever I am printing T2 using printf statement, in an output I can see none. Whereas append function append the element 3 to the original list T1. Hence, whenever I am printing T1, in an output it is clearly shown that the newly added element using append function is displayed in the original list T1. That is, now the elements of our original list T1 are 1 comma 2 comma 3. That is, newly appended element 3 is added to the original list T1. If you observe same thing here, T3 equal to T1 plus another list which is having only single element, that is value 3. It creates, that is plus operator creates a new list, that is T3 in this example, and T3 is having elements of all the T1 list as well as second list, that is 3. As we have known, T1 is having two elements 1 comma 2, 3 is from second list. All three elements will be stored in T3. Hence, if you observe our output when I use printf statement with respect to T3, it is displaying 3 elements 1, 2, 3. Here if we observe, now T1 is not having all the elements. Even in this example, after printing T3, if you print T1 list, it is having only 2 elements, that is 1, 2. It is not having newly added element 3, because here we used plus operator and this always creates new list. In this example, it is created a T3 as a new list. Hence, T3 is having all the elements of T1 plus second list value, that is 3. And if you observe, here it is a typo error. If you compare T1 with T3 using is operator, you will get false, because the contents of T1 and T3 are not same. As I have stated, T1 is having only 2 elements 1, 2, and now T3 is having 3 elements 1, 2, 3. Hence, T1 is T3 returns false. There are few definitions. Aliasing, a circumstance where 2 or more variables refer to the same object. Delimiter, a character or string used to indicate where a string should be split. As we have studied delimiter, or we have used delimiter in case of split and join methods. Element, one of the values in a list. Sometimes we also call them as items. Equivalent, having the same value. Index, an integer value which helps us to extract element from a given list. Identical, being the same object, or when we say 2 or more variables refers to the same object. List, a sequence of values, and these values may be of any data type. List traversal, the sequential accessing of each element in a given list. Nested list, a list that is an element of another list. Object, something a variable can refer to. An object has a type as well as a value is associated with it. Reference, the association between a variable and its value. In the next video, we are going to study dictionaries in detail. Thank you.